Hi, welcome back. I'm Joel with 1thousandonewords.com, and today what I'd like to talk to you about is COVID-19 and COVID-19 tracking. So, big argument this morning on Facebook. Someone said that our phones are now tracking our COVID data and our health information is available to anyone who has the upload or the update on your phone. The corporate America is getting your COVID data for advertising and for tracking. The amount of people who jump on the COVID fear bus is amazing. And I didn't want to jump on the COVID fear bus. So I updated my phone because I didn't have the COVID tracker. So I wondered what everybody was arguing about. And so I uploaded or updated my phone. The COVID tracking did come up on my phone. And I opened it up further and read that it won't track anything unless I upload another app that authorizes my phone to then share my COVID data and get COVID or other health data passed to me. And the whole other part of this argument was involved with HIPAA and everyone's sharing information they shouldn't have, and the government has information on us they shouldn't have, and they're sharing this information. And none of that's actually true. Everyone wants to live in a fear bubble. Everyone wants to jump on the same fear bus and drive this fear bus off a cliff. And unless you're actually reading the information and doing things yourself and seeing things for what they really are, you're only going to go off the cliff on the COVID fear bus with everyone else. So people who believe that masks aren't working or they're part of a conspiracy or it's the man keeping us down by making us wear masks. It's a mask. The worst thing that can happen to you for wearing a mask is that you're wearing a mask. That's the worst thing that could happen. The worst thing that could happen from not wearing a mask is exposure to disease. Logic should play a part in what it is that we do. Logic should play a part in what it is that everyone does. And logic should be what we're actually sharing, not fear. So let's look at things logically. Everyone's afraid of the COVID update on their phones and saying that it's tracking us and we need to be fearful of what the government has on us and the information that we have. But we don't ask ourselves why. They're going to use it for advertising, and they very well may. But in order for them to get that information, we have to approve them to have that information. We have to authorize them to get that information. HIPAA still matters. HIPAA still counts. But once you give authorization for a third party to have your information, you're no longer in control of that information. Go to the HIPAA website. Look at all the laws that are applicable to your physical well-being and your mental well-being. And realize that once you say someone is authorized to have that information, then that information is out of your control. They can use it for advertising, they can use it for whatever they want to use it for. So the key is, don't share information about yourself unless you are in a position to where you have to share the information about yourself in order to make sure that you're going to be safe and people around you are going to be safe and okay. Outside of that, what you share is owned by you. Stop living in fear and start doing things to make sure that you're getting the right information. This whole channel is nothing about making sure that we're all doing the right thing to get the right information. And that argument this morning, and I don't mean to throw anybody under the bus, and I'm friends with some of the people that were on this argument, and that I'm not doing that to punk you or anything like that. All I'm saying is, when it comes to your physical and mental well-being, the information that you have is your information. And the only person who's authorized to share that information is you with any other party. What you give to your doctor goes into your medical record. What goes into your medical record becomes your medical record unless you say that other party can have access to that medical record. And I'm not a doctor and I'm not a lawyer and I'm not any of these things, but I'm telling you what it says in writing when you actually go and look at the actual laws and when you go and you look at the actual Apple updates. Now, there's a screenshot that I put up earlier and I'll put it up again. Just to show you, it says This app doesn't work unless you download another app and authorize the information to be shared. So outside of that, you have a COVID tracking system on your phone that's inactive and only activates if you allow it to, and only activates if you download a secondary app that will allow you to give your information to a third party. It's still your information. So please stop living in fear. Do your own research. Download the Before you even download anything, and that's what I did too. Before I even downloaded, I looked at the update, and the update didn't mention a thing about COVID, so that was true. After I downloaded it, suddenly I did have the COVID tracker on there, but it wasn't activated. Get off the fear bus. Get off the fear bus and hop on the reality bus and go figure out what's real. Stop listening to people who present you with information without any reality behind it. If they don't include links to this stuff, and all it is just an argument in text on a Facebook page, don't believe that. Go download it yourself, read it yourself, and believe that. Believe you, because that's you. We have to change how we absorb and get our information. Hop on the reality bus.